Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday makeup routine. I've been having so much fun playing around with makeup lately, and I feel like you guys have really noticed because I've never gotten so many questions about what I've been doing. So I thought I would do a tutorial for you guys using all my products. I am by no means a makeup artist, so take what I say with a grain of salt. I'm just having fun and learning as I go, but I think that I've kind of nailed my everyday routine, and I've been doing this for quite a while now, and I'm very happy with it. So enjoy the video and let's get into it. Okay, so the first product I'm going in with is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Primer. I literally never do my makeup without it. It doesn't break me out. I feel like a lot of primers break me out. My skin's pretty sensitive. I also have oily skin, and I find that this primer helps make my pores disappear. So for foundation, I use the Rose Inc Skin Enhance Luminous Tinted Serum. I know it's a mouthful, but it is my holy grail product. I've been using this product for months. I don't even think I've used another foundation since I discovered this product. It kind of acts as kind of an in-between of a serum and a foundation. It's super light coverage, so if you guys want more full coverage, definitely mix it in with a different foundation. I really like the Dior Backstage foundation, but I like a light makeup look, so this product is like the perfect makeup product for me personally. So what's cool about this product is that it's full of micro-encapsulated beads, which you have to activate with the brush. So I usually just apply it onto the brush directly and then apply it all over my face. I use the shade 060. I find that it's the perfect shade for me. It's a little bit darker because I usually self-tan my body, but it usually matches my body perfectly. And then I'll basically apply that throughout my entire face. I also love these Rose Inc brushes. Since I also discovered these brushes, I haven't used a beauty blender since, because I feel like this brush applies the foundation so beautifully and I don't need anything else. Once I'm done applying my foundation, I'll go in with my concealer, and I love the Dior Forever Skin Concealer. Again, it's been my holy grail for a very long time, and I find that it matches the Rose Inc foundation perfectly. So I'll basically just go over any imperfections and blemishes, any redness, and then conceal that all in. So I use two different concealers, the Dior concealer for kind of my imperfections and my blemishes around my face, and then for my under eyes, I'll go in with the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'll use it very lightly because I know it's super thick, but I find that it's the best concealer to really brighten up my under eyes. Next, I'll go in with contour, and I am a diehard fan of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand. I know it sells out like all the time. I literally have a backup stash because I'm so scared of running out of it, because it is my holy grail of contours. So I'll go in with it, and I'll basically do just a few dots along my cheekbones and then apply it also on my forehead and basically just contour the necessary spots. So this is what my face usually looks like before I blend it out, and then I'll go in with another brush and start blending. And I usually blend upwards to kind of give my face that like lift that we all want. So once I'm done contouring, I'll go in with the first blush that I use, and that is the Cream Blush by Rare Beauty. I use it in two different shades depending on the season, depending on how I'm feeling. I really like the shade Happy and Hope, but as you can see, they're two very different pinks. So usually in the summer or spring, I'll use Happy, which is the more bright pink, and then in like the fall winter, I'll use the shade Hope, which is a little bit more subtle. So I'll be going in with this today. And then what I do is just apply two little dots along my cheekbones. A little goes a long way with this product, so I usually try to just build it up because you really don't need a lot. So that is it for my cream products. So I usually go in with my setting powder, which is the Laura Mercier setting powder. Everyone knows it and everyone loves it. And I'll usually just go in and set my face a little bit before I go in with my powdered products. My face, like I said, is super oily, so I usually make the base of my skin super matte because within like 30 minutes, I'll already have like a natural glow because, like I said, my skin is very oily and I don't need it to start that way. I have a few other cheek products that I use, but I usually do it last to kind of finish off the look. So next I'm gonna go in with my brow pencil, and I use the Patrick Ta Major Brow Defining Pencil in medium brown. I absolutely love this product. It makes it so easy to do my brows. So I'll take the spoolie side and brush them out to make them all fluffy, and then I'll go in with the pencil and kind of feather them in. Okay, and then once I've filled out my brows, I'll go in and set them with the gel. And I use two products. I kind of go back and forth, so I thought I'd show you both of them. The first one is Patrick Ta, the Major Brow Lamination Gel. And then the other one is the Beauty Counter Eyebrow Gel. So for today's video, I'm just gonna go in with Patrick Ta, because that's the one that I usually gravitate towards right now. And I'll just lightly go through them and make them as like fluffy as possible. And I love how this product really gives you that like soap brow look without it being like too harsh. They're very like nice and fluffy, which I like on my brows. Okay, and then for eyes, which I feel like is my most asked question, is how I do my eyeliner. I use a brow product for my eyeliner. I don't know if that's normal or like okay to do, but like I said, I'm not a makeup artist and it works for me. So I'm being honest, and I'm gonna show you guys the product that I use on my eyeliner. So I go in with the Gucci High Precision Natural Finish Eyebrow Pen. Like I said, it's an eyebrow pen, but I use it as eyeliner. So what I like about it, it is a brown color. I don't usually do black eyeliner because I feel like it's too harsh on me. And I really like that like soft cat eye look. So what I'll do is I'll go in with the pencil and I'll create kind of like a messy wing. It doesn't need to be perfect with the pencil because we're gonna go in with a brush to perfect it afterwards, but I'll kind of create just like a messy wing on my eye. Okay, so once you've created your wings, like I said, can be very messy. I'll go in with an angled brush and wing them out and kind of like buff them out as well to create that like imperfect wing and a lot lighter than just like a harsh look. Does that make sense? And I find when you use a brush to kind of blend it out, it creates like the most perfect, imperfect wing, and that is what I like. Also, I find with my eye shape, I never do eyeliner past about here. I literally only do the wing to kind of lift up my eyes, because I find if I go throughout my entire eyelid, it really like brings down my eyes, and the look I want is to kind of like lift my face. So I only do the wings on both sides. So before I go in with mascara, I'll curl my eyelashes. My eyelash curler is from Tweezerman. I think it's honestly one of the best. I honestly use so many different types of mascaras, but I do have a few holy grail products that I like to keep on rotation. My favorite right now that I'm using is the YSL mascara. I think it is so beautiful and creates such a long lash. But I also like using the REM Beauty mascara as well as the Dior Show mascara. So all three of these are really great and I use them all. With all of my mascara, I usually will go in with 2 coats. So I'll do both sides and then repeat. Okay, next up, before I go in with some more cheek products, like I said, I return back to my cheeks at the end of it. I'm gonna go in with some Freck. And this isn't an everyday thing that I do, but when I feel like it, and when I feel like enhancing my freckles, I'll go in with this Freck product, and I honestly think it is so good. Okay, going back to cheeks, I'll go in with the Patrick Ta Major Headlines Blush Palette Volume number 2. And I'm gonna be mixing 2 different shades. So I'm gonna be mixing Giving Flirty and Giving Glossy. So what I do is kind of just mix the 2 and then lightly go over my cheekbones. Okay, and then for highlight, I feel like this is my most asked question for my makeup routine, is which highlight I use. And you guys, my all-time favorite highlight is in the Pat McGrath Divine Blush and Glow Trio palette. I believe it's a part of the Bridgerton collection. I'll go in with the shade Golden Nectar. As you can see, I've basically hit pan on it because I use it all the time. And I believe this is my third palette that I've purchased. I absolutely love this highlight. Can't stress enough. You guys all need it. Literally, with one swipe, it is like blinding. And for the highlight, I'll use the Patrick Ta 4 Face 2 brush. And just like blush, I feel like you can never have enough highlight. I think it is so beautiful and brings back like the glow in your face. And then I'll go in with a smaller brush and I'll apply the highlight on my nose and also in the inner corners of my eyes. And then also on my brow bone. It's just so pretty. Okay, so now that my full base is done, I go in with the final step, and that is lips. And this is what I'm currently using on my lip and what I've been using for the past little while. I do like to switch up my lip gloss, but I'm pretty loyal to the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude. I feel like it's the perfect color for me, the perfect shade for me for literally any time of the year. But I love to mix up my gloss, and I'm definitely a gloss girl, not a matte girl. So I love like the shimmery glosses, and that's why I've been using this Jouer Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Skinny Dip. It is so beautiful, just wait. So I go in, I usually don't overdraw my lips too much because I find that I don't really have to, but I will a little bit. So I'll usually outline my lips as well as fill them in because I feel like it's just a really pretty lip color. And then I'm gonna go in with the lip topper and apply it over top. And you guys, this lip gloss is so glittery, especially in like a flash photo, and even in real life, it is just like the most beautiful lip color. Definitely recommend getting it, especially for the holidays. I think it's like the perfect lip combo. Okay, so that is it for my everyday makeup routine. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll have all of the products that I used linked down below, and let me know if you guys try it out. Tag me in a photo if you do, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!